Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Postal Market Analysis. Today is a Sunday. It's March 31st, 2024, and right now it's 8:15 p.m. So overnight on the like a Wednesday night, and it's been pretty kind of like in a very narrow range, and it actually also trying to get lower um, overnight, but it's been staying in within the range, and later kind of as you can see, kind of when it get towards 8:30, that's where the market kind of come back to the center, kind of come back to the where it opened, like the center space here. Not exactly where it opened, but it's somewhat kind of like where it closed. And from there, I have some, I would say, not a whole lot kind of volatility. And then when it get to like a 9:30, the market pretty much are open, sort of kind of flat, moving over here to SPX, like a chart here. So it's been kind of chopping the pretty much like a whole day, and it did not make any kind of decisive move until like this is like almost getting to 3 o'clock, and it went up to 52.64 and did not really get enough energy to kind of push to touch like 52.70. So uh, but pretty quickly, and it went back down, and at the close it actually came back close at the middle of the day, um, which is about 52.54 ish. So that's kind of a market kind of close at the midpoint, and to me is that means it's waiting for something to make a decision to go one way or the other. Um, of course, based on the last few days, that how it had been, like moving, it's in many sense is it had already kind of moved above. If we look at lots of kind of these 50% retrace and coming back down to 50% retrace, uh, and then going below this right before this kind of a gap up, and it even going lower, and then it get to this the other like a 50% retrace, and even kind of penetrated that like a 50% retrace, and now it came back, and this one looks like the other day I said it looks kind of really bearish and probably going to go even lower, but to all our surprise is just it went back up and come back down, and this is kind of really strange move, I would say. um, More likely than not it's probably mostly because of the like end of quarter and end of month, especially end of quarter, and like those kind of rebalancing and those kind of things. So it's going all crazy here, but it's interesting to see that multiple like 50% retrace and tumbling down here, and from the bottom here it come back, and now is really solidly kind of above this the first 50% retrace level, which is like 52.42 and 8. So for sure, like yeah, it closed at the middle here, but it's in the big picture, one can say probably whether we can see whether it's going to stay above this 52.42 level or continue to go on higher. And more likely, it probably going to go low higher. And frankly, uh, in terms of Friday, like in that moment, that seeing that where it closed, it the whole feeling is like, oh, this is something really wrong, and probably the Friday's data release going to cause the market to gap down on Monday, and futures already open, and as we can see here, that futures actually it jack up a lot, and it's up still more than 19 points at this at this moment. But if you look at this level, it basically it kind of a equivalent to almost touch this 52.80 level. So what I see is that it could be overnight, it could be just going somewhere between this 5334 and 5324 level. More likely than not, they're probably going to just chopping around this area, and it'll be interesting to see that where it's going to have to open on Monday. It would be interesting to see the open. If we open pretty high, would that mean like causing lots of like a short squeeze and causing the market move even higher? And also, being the first trading day of the month, likely there are more money coming in the afternoon. So I guess whatever happening right now, it seems like the market is front running those fresh money coming to the market. So it will be interesting to see that how Monday going to unfold, and it for sure, I guess it's going to touch around when it open. It likely it could going to open probably around this 52.80 level, and then probably trying to attempt to go to try this 52.95 level, and then see where it can go from there. And if it's going crazy, of course, it could go above 5300 and even touching this 5326. And yeah, it's kind of like a crazy time, and so next week is all about the non-farm payroll. And by the way, it seems like the message from Fed Chairman Powell is like there's no rush to cut rate. So, however, market continue to come higher, and it seems like as long as the Fed is not raising the rate, and market feeling content about it, and it doesn't matter. It's as long as it's not raising the rate, and sooner or later it's going to cut the rate. So I guess that's where the how the market kind of holding up. Or on the other hand, probably don't read too much into it. Just go with what's going on in the market. And as of right now, yeah, it's going up. And honestly, this going above like over 20 points, that's exceptionally strong, I have to say. And so let's quickly look at the calendar. So next week is all about the non-farm payroll. So I'm not going to go through all of them, but it seems like there are several kind of data release, and including the non-farm payroll, and Monday is starting at 9:45 a.m. There's like a PMI data release, and then have this construction spending, new orders, and manufacturing pricing, and that's those are at 10 o'clock. And then at 11:30 there are treasury bill auctions, and after market close at 6:50 there is a Fed speech from Fed Cook. So that's on the Monday, and I think they're not going to go through the Tuesday here. But those are the timing. I would say is as we can see here is about 9:45, 10 o'clock, 11:30, and then it's about 6:50. So with that said, just kind of interesting that next week it could be kind of before Friday. It's likely going to touch push above 5,300. So I'm here just wish you all the best, and may you be with the energy all time. Thank you.